Hi, everybody. I see Morgan and Evelyn in the chat. How are you guys today? All right, this is supposed to be a Little Red Riding Hood costume. See, I even like it has a cute little skirt. It actually came with a different Little Red Riding Hood cape, which I couldn't find this morning, so I put this on. And this is really warm too. So usually I would just all day I was just introducing it as my costume in the class. And then as I got into the class, I took it off because it was so hot. And I used the AR stickers with the pumpkins on the cheeks and did pumpkin rewards every time, especially for the older kids. I'd give them a pumpkin. I would ask them a question. Oh, thank you, Tanya. So, hello. Uh, Morgan, Kim, Evelyn, Tanya are all here. Morgan, I was going to give you a shout out, so I'm glad you're here for one thing. Hold on a second. All right. So, anyways, how are you guys? How was your weekend? How was your booking frenzy? I did just want to say something about my live last week. I did a giveaway for 100 subscribers, and there are a lot of people who watch later, and I just want you to know, those of you who watch later, that I appreciate you too, and that you watch even if you can't come live. I had 3 people comment on my video last week. Morgan, you're one of them. Teacher Lori, you were also one of them, and something you said in one of your videos is going to be the whole premise of this live today. So I hope you watch later and keep listening. And teacher Laura from Minnesota also commented, and she comments a lot. And then I get other comments from people. So I know people watch this later. If you watch this later, and you don't ever say anything, say something in the comments so I know that you're there. But I see, how many views I get, so I know other people are watching. All right. And hello, teacher Heather. Morgan is fully booked. Awesome. My booking frenzy was way lower than normal, but I have less slots open. But so I know that's the reason, but it's still hard to see that little number when you're used to seeing a much bigger number. All right. And all right, everybody's here. That's great. How was your weekend? Mine was busy as usual. Spent just working here at VIPKID, tutoring, helping my son with his project. I was very happy that soccer got canceled yesterday. It was raining and I hadn't even left the house yet. Bookings were great for you. Janie, hi. You've been here in the past too. How was your booking and your frenzy? All right, so like I said, I started off with this costume and I'm already hot. It's still hot here. I have costumes I'll be wearing all week. So my daughter has some of those onesies that I've seen you guys wear. I think Morgan posted a picture of you in a unicorn onesie today. So she's got a cow and a minion. So I am going to wear those. They were not completely dry as of this morning. I just washed them. So I will be wearing costumes all week. Okay. So that's what I do basically. I start off with the costume and introduce Halloween to the students and then take it off because it's hot. Anyways, so today I will be talking about, it's our last few days before daylight savings comes to an end and we go back to standard time. I have always, even before I was on late teacher, wished we could do daylight savings year round because I like it being light later outside. And now that I'm an online teacher, it really affects bookings and how many you can open, or many people it means getting up earlier. So I did a big push over the weekend. I worked a lot. I opened a lot of slots. I haven't taken a day off in maybe the past 2 or 3 weeks, because I am trying to get as much bookings as possible before we lose. First, we're going to lose the 2 hours because of the Chinese regulations, and then we're losing 2 hours when we go back to standard time from daylight savings. So, why do you hate daylight savings, Heather? Especially now that you're an online teacher, it means like later bookings instead of earlier bookings. Now, yeah, we're getting we're about to lose daylight savings and go to standard time. I don't like standard time. I like daylight savings. So, anyways, Kim sore from moving the couch. Yeah, I saw that. And Tanya had a lazy weekend, loved it. Yeah, lazy weekends are the best. I wish I could say mine was. Um so anyways, I hate changing the clocks. Well, now that a lot of the clocks do that for you and your phone automatically changes, that part is nice. You gain an hour in the evening. We could start at 7:30. Yeah, but I don't do evening classes, and they don't book as well unless there's a holiday or it's the weekend. So I've already had to give up 2 of my slots with my daughter's schedule changing. I had to do that 2 weeks early, but I could still do it over the weekend. So, anyways, how's everyone's? I already asked about your booking frenzy, but if you just got here late, tell me your booking frenzy. Okay, so I had something over the weekend. So on Saturday, I had three three slots unbooked. Like, I had a full hour. So I will accept priority booking requests if it's within an hour of the time I already opened my schedule. So I was getting up an hour early because I had a priority booking request. And then I had 3 slots not booked. And I thought, killing myself to get up an hour early, and I'm not even going to get paid for it. I want those slots booked. So, anyways, has anyone done substitute teaching? They send you an email and then you send them your slots back, and they say yes or no, we need you for this slot. So basically, if you don't get a sub job and it's one of your booked slots that they ask you to sign up for, you will still get regular pay. If you do get booked, you get $2 extra like a short notice class. All right, so something teacher Lori said, she is the one who's doing the teacher tag videos that everybody has been doing them lately. I did mine a couple weeks ago on my live, 2 or 3 weeks ago. And by the way, I want to tag Danny because several people have tagged her and she hasn't done one yet. Danny, I want you to do a teacher tag video. So anyways, back to that. So Lori had a video out all about how what to do if you're a new teacher and how to get bookings. And one of her suggestions was to just go on the app and go under the substitute teacher tab and just say you're available. And I was like, well, I thought you had to have a special email invitation, which I've done that before and I've gotten. If you don't get an invitation, you just get on and tell them you're available. And she said, yes, she's done that before and she's gotten slots. So on Saturday, when I had 3 unbooked slots, I did that. And so I had a full hour unbooked. I think the first slot I ate breakfast. I always eat breakfast for the first slot. So I got on and said I was available to substitute for the first slot. They didn't get me anything. So then I opened at Cambly. You just turn on your ringer. For those who don't know, people call you. It's a video call. I didn't do a priority hour where they feature you. I just turned on my ringtone. Well, somebody called me. He was from Korea. He just wanted to practice his English. Well, then I ended up getting a sub job for the next half hour for the 6:30, and I literally cut this guy off and left quickly. I said, I'm sorry, I gotta go. It's an emergency. It was an emergency. I didn't want to, teacher no show at VIPKID. And I get paid way more at VIPKID than Cambly. So Cambly is like if all else fails, which, I've been using them lately. Oh, you heard it. You're not supposed to do that. Well, I did it. It worked for me. I got two or three extra classes over the weekend that I wouldn't have had. So yeah, I got in. And now again, if you haven't subbed, you have to watch your own clock. You can't watch the clock in the classroom because, like, if you started late, it's it's counting you down to 25 minutes, but maybe you didn't start until 10 after the hour. You're going to be late to your next class. So I stayed as long as I could, and Okay, somebody said where in the app. Let me see if I can show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. It's the opposite. Okay, so there's three little dots up on your app. On the right side, there's the bell, and then right next to the bell are three dots. Click on that. It says substitute teacher. Just click on that, and you say, I'm ready for, you have to tell them in Beijing time. Now, I'm in Eastern time, so it's very easy. Whatever time it is, AM, it's PM there. So I just told them I was available. Um, yeah, so it may work, but I really don't know what they are documenting behind the scenes. I don't know. I got bookings. I've heard you can get in trouble though. Maybe it's because of the timer issues though. I don't know. I'll let you know if I get in trouble. Right now I just got extra slots booked and I got short notice pay. So anyways, on Sunday, I had substitute teaching block that was already like booked. I had gotten the email. Uh, my substitute teaching was for a half hour before my regular classes started. So I start at 5, it was for the 4:30. Well, just because I wanted to give them plenty of notice, I got on at 4 and said that I was, ready for 4:30. And they said, can you do 4 o'clock? And I was like, right now? Like, I wasn't ready. I was still wearing the shirt I wore to bed, which it was a regular shirt. It wasn't a pajama looking shirt, but it was an older shirt. But I didn't have makeup on, but I got on. Cindy, I got on the iPad first just so I could log on quicker. I got on and taught the class at 4. I was ready like that. I found out later when I went in today that she had asked me if I could do a 4:30, but I never saw the message. But I also wanted to get fully ready before I started. I was fully booked Sunday before I had 10 classes to do. I would send in a ticket. Okay. My philosophy is that it's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. So, yeah, I'm not going to. Heather says send in a ticket. That's all right. I tried it without sending in a ticket. Well, okay. Well, Kim, I already had a sub slot on Sunday, but on Saturday I did not have a sub slot and just offered myself up and I got booked. So I'm thinking, especially on a Saturday, you guys, there's going to be more kids taking classes. There's going to be more teachers teaching. It is a weekend, especially early. The earlier it is going to be more chance of people who sleep in and get a no-show, So I think at the 4 and 4:30 on Saturday, my class was like a 6:30 class, but I wasn't already a sub on Saturday. So there we go. I had some unbooked slots. I was able to pick up a sub slot. I got paid $2 extra. I got a little bit of money over at Cambly. Now it's different if you have a class booked and it gets canceled within the 24 hours that you still get paid for. I would not sub then because all that would happen is you would just get $2 extra and you'd have to teach a class as opposed to being able to do nothing and teach a class. You can try to double book if you have another company. So I had one that closed early at VIPKID on Saturday, and I tried to open at GoGokid. Now there's been a glitch in the app where it's been showing you classes in the canceled thing that are for that day, but really they were canceled a few days ago. So I would have seen this earlier if I didn't think it was part of the glitch. So my advice is to go to the bookings page and check if it's grayed out because sometimes it's been rebooked. Okay, Kim says you're a sub already. I don't know. And I know teacher Lori in her video said that she will just get on and say, I can sub, and she snagged some classes. She didn't say she ever got in trouble for it. So I don't know if you know specifically someone who got in trouble and what kind of trouble they got in and what they were told, let me know. Because, yeah, I did it. I taught a class. I'm sure they were grateful that a teacher was there as opposed to a teacher not being there if someone didn't show up or, yeah. I'm getting the sub info. invitation, but it confuses me. Okay, I have another video I did, Tanya. I did another live stream a little while ago. You can look for that, where I explain the whole substitute teaching process and what you have to do. Watch that. I'll tell you a little bit, but I won't repeat myself of what I said in that video. But, basically, you just give them any slots you want to do. You actually don't have to close your slots, and you don't get penalized if you don't do it. Because I would rather leave the slots open for my regulars. So that's why I think if you just offer yourself up as a sub, especially on a busy day like a Saturday or a Sunday, I'm sure that they would appreciate it. If anyone actually knows someone that got in trouble, type it in the chat. Like, you actually know they got in trouble. It's not just a rumor. Said it is a a fireable offense. Tell me someone who's gotten fired for it and where you heard that. Sorry, but I just do not want. No, I don't want to get in trouble. I will look for. All right, tell me why and who got fired for it and how you found that out. Okay, because I'm curious. Yeah. I look forward so many steps. It looks harder than it really is, Tanya. So all you do is click on that link, and then you click on the slots that you would be willing to substitute for. So I literally just give them all of the ones that, the slots I normally open anyway. And it's in Beijing time, so be aware of that. Again, it's easy to calculate when you're on Eastern time and daylight savings time because it's exactly 12 hours. Okay. Eric said that, then I believe it. Okay, I'll have to find. He talked about on the official page. All right, I'll have to find that. I don't know. I will. Okay. I ended up they gave me a class and I taught a class. So, yeah, let me know exactly why and what was said and about it being a fireable offense. So, then I also will turn on my ringer at Cambly, and I figure, talking to someone and getting some money is better than having an unbooked slot and not talking about it. All right, I'll check the official page, but not while I'm on the air. If someone has exactly what he said, let us know. And did he get it straight from the office? I would have spent a long time searching. Honestly, I don't have the. Okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I've done it. Teacher Lori has done it. So, yeah, I know at 4 in the morning is probably a popular time for people not to be on. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. But if you want to check that out for yourself, you can. Anyways, what do you guys do to fill in the gaps when you have a lot of unbooked slots on a particular day? Do you have a way that you fill in, or do you just not look? Okay, all right, bye, Morgan. And what are you guys doing when daylight savings ends and we're going to standard time? I've got a little cushion for myself because I've been working extra. If I figured, like, if I take time off in November, I'm only closing 6 slots. But if I took time off or took a day off in October, I'm closing 10 spots. So, yeah, I was doing a big push to try to get as much money as I can so that I'm taking time off for Journey. And I'm going to start again. I started this before, taking a day off every week. But again, I was just trying to do a big push before we lose time. Were you guys doing the same thing? Were you trying to work extra while we can? I've had a priority booking request for 4 a.m. I will do it for regulars, but others I am not. Yeah, did you guys see they now have a button you can click that gives you the option if you accept a priority booking request and they close it before the 24 hours, you can check leave the slot open or close it. So I am accepting anything within an hour, but the problem is if people are already priority booking request me. So today I had a student request me at 4:30, half hour earlier than I normally start. So then when daylight savings is over, he requested me at 3:30, and I'm going to have to say no to that. But the students who normally see me at 5 or 5:30 and they request 4 or 4:30, I will say yes. So if you are not on Ed Nace's Facebook page, I would go there, and he has a little paragraph of something you can say, and it's right at the top. And I actually use that today. I've already done feedback for that one class that I had, and I use that little snippet to try to tell them, like, sorry, I can't do this time anymore. So the Monday after standard time starts, I did accept a 3:30 because I figured I'd still be used to the old time. I mean, a Sunday's the official first day, but nobody really gets used to the new time until Monday, and you have to, drive your kids to school at a different time and all that. So I did it for Monday, but after Monday, Sunday or Monday, I'm not accepting them at the new times. All right. I will do it for regular. Okay, now there isn't an incentive per priority booking request. I thought that there was an incentive. I saw it on my payment tab, which now I'm leaving. Are you guys changing the way you're doing things? I am leaving my slots open for 2 weeks in advance so people can send me a request. So I get the extra 150. So anyways, yes, I am doing that. All right, so what are you guys doing? Are you accepting the priority booking requests? The rest of you, I heard from Heather, are you not accepting them? And what do you do if you have a lot of unbooked slots in a day? Yeah. So my classes were good today. I had a level 7 today, you guys. This is the third time that this student has booked me, which is awesome. I would love if I had a regular in level 7. I'm actually still in the trial period. I think you have to teach 5 classes before you get out of the trial period. This might put me at 5. So hopefully I get the certification. I feel like after 3 times, I wouldn't call someone a regular, but the level 7 classes are twice the size. They're like the size of 2 classes. So I almost consider her a regular. She didn't have her speech. I would have loved to have done a speech, but then I'm really wondering how do you have time for the speeches? I barely got through that lesson. It's a 50-minute lesson. It's hard to get through. I leave my slots closed until the day of the frenzy, so I have to be priority requests. Yeah, that's what I'm doing from now on. Now that they're offering extra $1.50 for that, that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So I don't know why people would open their slots ahead of time unless maybe they're a new teacher now that we get incentives for priority booking. I'm just going to have to be more careful about really looking when they ask, because in the past I would know my schedule, look at when I have appointments and soccer games, and I would open the schedule that I was able to book, and I did it ahead of time so I knew if I opened it, if I closed my slots early, it was for a reason. And now I'm going to really have to look. Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, because they aren't showing under incentives for this pay period. You got to go to the last pay period of the month, Heather. If you have weekly or biweekly pay, the last pay period of the month is the only one that pays the extra dollar, all the incentives and everything like that. So look on the last page of the month. Okay. Yeah. So anyways, I don't know. I got some subclasses and I did not get in trouble for it. I taught a class that maybe there would not have been a teacher there for. So yeah, that worked for me, and I got a little bit of extra money at Cambly. So I don't know if somebody does know more details about this being a fireable offense. If you have the exact place where it was, put that in the chat. Okay, well, I don't know, Heather. I don't know if they took it away. Somebody know if they took it away? Maybe parents were asking for it. See, my thing is probably more and more people were not doing it because there was so much chatter on the Facebook pages. If you can't do it, don't open it. Don't feel bad. That'd be a lot of money lost for VIPKID. And I heard they lost some of their sponsors. Why'd they lose their sponsors? Because of the last 2 times being taken away. Listening and reorganizing my office. Yeah. Well, you guys, I hope, I'm glad that things aren't completely going away. I'm getting a little worried, but I don't think this industry is going away because people use English all around the world for business, and it's one of the most used languages. So I think it'll still be there. Things may change, like us losing an hour. Things may, or temporarily maybe making it more part time. Things may change, but I don't think it's going away. I don't at all. All right. Well, I don't have a lot to talk about today, and as usual, I'm busy. Does everyone else have anything else to say? I will look into the subbing and being a fireable offense because I wouldn't want anyone to get fired, but uh, they gave me slots 2 days in a row that Sunday I was sort of slated for one, but they gave me at a different time than I was. And then Saturday I wasn't, and they gave one to me. So I don't know. And I've heard other people say, um, but anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you have a fun Halloween. Tell me what you're dressing up as or your kids are dressing up as. My daughter is going to be a clown. My son doesn't even know. I will let you know. I'll let you know. Oh, you guys, Mariana's not going live tomorrow. She is very busy. She's not going live, I don't know if ever again, at least for the time being. Heather is not going live anymore, right, Heather? Or are you going? Kim can't go this Friday. Danny, I think she's not back till next Wednesday, right? Does anyone know for sure? All right, guys. Yes, you guys have a great day too. All right, bye, guys. See you next week. Bye.